These are 200 of the world's
most annoying inventors in the world.
Most annoying inventors in the world. Horace Man invented school. Henry Fischl invented exams.
Yun, double lock. Baka mo safe na safe yan. Yun. Testing. Yun!
He mixed silicone oil with boric acid, attempting to create a synthetic rubber for the US military during World War II. What he got instead was a stretchy, bouncy substance. It picked up ink from newspapers and shattered if you hit it with a hammer. But the government didn't see its potential, so he set it aside. Later, a copywriter decided to market it as a toy called Silly Putty, which went on to make the list of all-time greatest toys. Enough has been made to wrap around the Earth 3 times. He mixed silicone
inventions that should not exist. Self-heating ice cream. A book on how to read. How can they read it if they can't read? Pre-chewed gum. Non-stick glue. So what does it do? A hairdryer that you can use underwater. A hairdryer that you can use underwater. Your hair will still be wet. Instant water. Just add water. Self-tangling headphones. An inflatable dartboard that I guess you only get to use once. An office chair that comes with an ejector seat. A wireless yo-yo. So what do you do with it? A wind-powered fan. That defeats the whole purpose. Invisible paint. Battery-powered batteries. A noise-canceling megaphone? Nothing. Just nothing. A gas-scented candle is a bad idea. Follow for more.
Kids who created huge inventions, part 3. Meet 11-year-old Richie Stahosky, and while swimming underwater with his father in the ocean one day, he wished that he could talk to him. So after the ocean trip, he went home and created the water talkie, which was a device that lets swimmers talk up to 15 feet underwater. Toys R Us liked his product so much, they bought 50,000 of them. Next, when 13-year-old Hartmain was joking with his sister on how all of her candles were for girls and they needed more of a manly scent, he got an idea to make candles that smell like bacon, fresh cut grass, dirt, and gunpowder, which he did, and he created a successful business known as the Man Can. Finally, when 15-year-old Chester Greenwood was out ice skating one day, he needed something to cover his ears. So he got a wire frame, and his grandmother helped put beaver skin on the frame, while Chester just created what we know as the earmuffs. Kids.
5 of the worst inventions ever. The Twinkle Tush. It's just a necklace for your cat's tail to cover up its butt. This does not need to exist. The Baby Mop is a costume you're supposed to put on your baby that cleans the floor while they crawl around. Forget this and just mop the floor like a normal person. The phone finger was made to keep fingerprints and smudges off your smartphone, but these just seem like way too much work to put on every time you want to touch your phone. The car exhaust grill. It uses your car's exhaust to cook a burger. Yeah, no thanks. I don't want my burger to taste like gasoline. And finally, this hat scarf thing for your phone and computer is awful. No one in their right mind would buy this. 5 of the
So I'm calling this invention the sipper slowdown, and it's perfect for staying hydrated when you're day drinking on vacation. Because right now I'm on a cruise and there's plenty of places to grab a delicious beverage, so let me show you how it works. You can see the cup is divided down the middle, so all you have to do is pour water into this side of the cup and then your favorite beverage over on this side. And so it has a gyroscope built in, so you just go ahead and take a sip of alcohol. The cup will automatically detect that you just took a sip and rotate the blocking mechanism. So now I have to have a sip of water before I can have another sip of alcohol. So now I can stay perfectly hydrated while getting absolutely wasted. So I'm calling this invention the...
It's round. Well, obviously. There's
dumb inventions that people actually use. The Hug Me pillow was designed for people who miss their partners. Its shape stimulates half of the upper back of a human and an arm to cuddle with. One of the sillier inventions that are actually really popular are cutters. They make cutters for avocados, strawberries, bananas, and even boiled eggs. The egg cracker has become really popular. It's a pretty simple machine. You just place the egg inside, press the device, and it cracks the shell. The toothpaste dispenser is something that lots of people didn't know they needed until it came out. You just put your toothbrush in the opening, a little bit of toothpaste comes out, and that's it. The ostrich pillow's design promises that you have a very comfortable nap. Basically, you just put your head inside the pillow, and depending on what position you're lying in, you could also put your hands inside. Dumb inventions that people...
These are the most useless inventions that made millions of dollars, for some reason. We live in a world where memes sell. Like if I were to go ahead and make a pet rock and sell it, and for some reason it would become a meme, it would sell millions of dollars. But speaking about rocks, the pet rock, it is literally just a rock. That's it. But across all of its sales, it made $15 million. A rock. The Snuggie. Now, it may look comfortable, and I'm sure it is pretty comfortable. But you know what it is? It is a backwards robe. But since it blew up on social media, it sold $30 million. What in the world is going on? Next, a lot of you might be a bit too young to know what this is, but the iBeer app in the App Store. This is an app where if you take your phone and do this to make it look like you're drinking a beer, haram. It does an animation, and back in the day you could buy it for $1 in the App Store, and millions of people bought this app. Even my grade 7 teacher in elementary school had this app on his phone. These are the most useless...
Are we an item? Girl, quit playing. We're just friends. What are you saying? Say there's another and look right in my eyes. My first love, from my heart for the first time, and I was like, baby, baby.
Sing with new friends.
Japan has some of the strangest inventions that kind of make sense, like this slipper that solves a problem that no one had in the first place. Instead of doing a U-turn, you can now slip them on from both ways. They even have little bumps on it to make it feel like a foot massage while walking. Next, for some reason, instead of stealing purses or wallets, the only thing that gets stolen in Japan are umbrellas. So in some malls, you'll find this special locker, so no one can snatch your $10 umbrella. Japan has some of the strangest inventions that kind of make sense, like this slipper that...
This we're calling the kill cube. With one press of this little button, you can kill anyone, anywhere in the world instantly. And this over here is our take.
I was super bored until I found this brand new Minecraft server to play by using this website. There were
ranking useless inventions. Ranking useless inventions.
Dumb Japanese food inventions that just don't make any sense. First, they invented clear soy sauce. Yeah, you heard me right. It really looks like water and it tastes like weak-ass nothing. And I swear they just put salt in water and called it a soy sauce and sells it like, what the fuck? Next, we got the fertilized egg versus the Japanese black egg. Fertilized eggs are normal. People eat them worldwide. But Japan, they dye the shell black. Literally paint it black. And it's just a regular boiled egg to scam tourists. Then there's this watery jelly that's basically hardened water with some gelatin that you can slice it like a snack and eat it. And they also sells puddings in tiny plastic bubbles. You gotta pop each one with a toothpick just to eat it. Speaking of plastic, don't buy meat from a convenience store because it's wrapped like a damn mummy. Soft plastic, hard plastic, plastic container, plastic bag. Like, oh my fucking. And finally, the one thing that doesn't suck, the Tiger Cafe. They also got other pet cafes, but this is different because these are baby tigers you actually can pet. Honestly, I'd go there and ignore all those dumb bullshit. Dumb Japanese food inventions that just don't make any sense.
Wait, people are actually making money in this sandbox game? Most players just play, but smart players make mods. Players download it, and creators earn. And in 2025, Melon Sandbox modders have already earned over $1 million. So the question is simple. Are you playing or creating?
When we go to the toilet, it is easy for our belongings to fall into the toilet. So, I invented this ejector toilet. The design is very human. When an object falls into this toilet, it will automatically eject out. Let me demonstrate.
This is all fun and games until you actually have to use the toilet. How's that gonna go? What the fuck? And I don't even want to know what a number 2 would look like.
When we go to the toilet, it is easy.
Forgotten inventions that could have changed history. The amphibious car. A vehicle that can drive on land and water. The baby cage. Allowed children to receive fresh air without leaving their homes. The auto scooter. An early form of electric transport. The monowheel. A one-wheeled vehicle where the rider sits inside. The radio hat. The car catcher. A device used to protect pedestrians from cars. Forgotten inventions that could have changed history.
She was crying because she wanted Robux.
So I designed this unique pair of sunglasses right here that helps you do one very specific thing. Let me show you. They might look completely normal at first, but then you notice that the inside here has sponges in them. And when you go to put them on, the sponges are now located right below your eyes. So if you want to have a good cry, all of your tears get soaked up by the sponges and don't run down your face. So I designed.
Today we're looking at the dumbest inventions in the world. Umbrellas for your shoes. Hey, low-key though, I kind of respect it. Bacon scented soap. Bacon is one of my favorite foods, but I don't know if I want to smell like bacon. Whoa! This is how you need to be shitting and sitting. It is kind of weird looking though. Okay, this is the anti-awkward face shield. So if you're having a conversation with someone, it's getting awkward, you can hide in real life. Humanity is not going in the right direction. Today we're looking at the dumb.
Do you want to play Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? Still looking everywhere for it? Look no further. Click play now.
Toilet. It will.
Do you want to play Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? Still looking everywhere for it? Look no further. Click play now below the video.